let's talk about Anthony Joshua saying he gonna fight Deontay Wilder in December. Said that's gonna happen. Some news. I don't know the guy that he was talking to, but I shared the video in my shorts. So let's talk about it. YouTube shorts, by the way. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance getting notifications. We go live or drop a video. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Okay, so Anthony Joshua, said that that he'll be fighting Deontay Wilder in December. Now the Zone, one of the heads of the Zone, said that the plan isn't for Anthony Joshua to wait until December to fight. It's rumors that Deontay is going to take an interim fight. I'm going to talk about Tyson Fury at some point. Andrew Weed saying the fight is done for July 22nd. Frank Warren said no, it's not. So, I don't know. But yeah, y'all jumping out hoops in our chat was saying that's a bad fight for Anthony Joshua. All money ain't good money. And like I said before, I think Anthony Joshua can win the fight. We have not seen Deontay Wilder take any punishment since the last 3 fights with Fury. So I think Anthony Joshua got a chance. He can punch too. And there's been some fighters in boxing who beat some really good fighters who don't have the biggest heart in some people's opinion. So at the end of the day, it's a good fight. It's happening too late. It's happening in Saudi Arabia. It is what it is. It's Anthony Joshua home away from home, but conventional in the thought now, and a lot of the British Anthony Joshua fans, especially in America, it seems like you can't like Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Society, especially in America, that's only I can really speak on, condition people that it got to be a good and a bad, it got to be a right and a wrong. You know what I'm saying? It can't be 2 wrongs and 2 rights. And a lot of people be like, well, why some people don't like Anthony Joshua? Because he come off as a corporate puppet. He come off corny. And then people got to understand the dynamic of some of the British people that sit here and try to follow the trend just like everybody else around the world of black people, but then again, they don't want to be synonymous with us. You know what I'm saying? It's just culture vultures. There are a lot of them, I'm not saying all British people, all people in the UK, but they fucking copy our culture, copy what we do, and then turn around and diss us and say, oh, we not them. Or you gotta understand, black people in America, that's why I don't say African American. I don't. It's black. Because them people with African descent over there, they don't fuck with us like that. A lot of people in Africa don't fuck with us like that. For real, they don't. There's some that do, and but we the people without support. You know what I'm saying? Don't know other culture like really mess with us like that. So it's also that dynamic. And, some of them British people that, they be talking shit. Black British people be talking shit about us too. Not all of them, but obviously, it is what it is. But that's like saying, I'm not gonna get there. But, like I said, I think Anthony Joshua, in my opinion, I think Anthony Joshua got a chance. And that's my opinion. Like I say, you don't know Deontay Wilder could take a punch. And he got to respect Anthony Joshua's punching speed. Anthony Joshua's hand speed and punch. So we really don't know if he can take that punishment on the jaw. We don't. We don't know if he can take that punishment on the jaw. But I think Deontay Wilder might be too much of a dog, too much of a man for him. And, if he start getting off that canvas, or he start walking through Joshua, you know what I'm saying? And start, really, moving in on Joshua and trying to go for the kill like he's sweet, Joshua might be in a bit of trouble. Because Deontay Wilder shown that he willing to lay it all on the line in the ring. So I always thought that Deontay Wilder would win, still think so, but I think there's a little bit more question marks here, even though they ain't in the same part of their career. The climax is gone. The peak, the prime is gone. Excuse me. But but my opinion, man, I think it's some questions to answer about Deontay Wilder, and I asked a bunch of questions about Anthony Joshua, but I think Joshua just gotta focus on touching that body. I think Joshua gotta count on touching Wilder. That's my opinion. He gotta start touching him. But I always thought people say, "Oh, AJ's a great boxer. He's better than this." That he looked cleaner, but he's very robotic. His attack is very predictable. And his heart gonna get tested. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money involved for this fight. So them marinating this fight, they pockets say it was a success, and people gonna keep marinating fights because they feel like the fight is gonna grow with tremendous amount of interest. And I mean financial interest. But at this point, this fight ain't as hot as it used to be. But that's what boxing is about now. Pacquiao Mayweather making shit too late. Not on time, not too soon, making shit too late. So it ain't too much you can continue to say. But Deontay Wilder been laying hints. He been laying hints. Now they fighting for a lot of money. But really, in a lot of people's opinion, it's a retirement fight. That's what it boiled down to. It's a retirement fight. It's a fight past their prime. But I guess for them, it's like I got way more money. I don't care about the belts, the trinket, the public, the American, the UK public ain't gonna travel over here. My money right. So at the end of the day, that's what you can break down and you can spend. You can spend that money. And the plan is to have Fury and Usyk as the main event, and AJ and Wilder probably as the co-main event. Now, I don't know if it's tournament style, the winners gonna fight each other or something like that. In my mind, unless Usyk beat Tyson Fury, I really don't care. Anthony Joshua and Fury, if they both win, I mean, for me, it is what it is. I'm still interested, but really, Usyk and Wilder is the one that intrigues me the most. That's the one. That's the one for me. That's the one. But yeah, man. That's the one I'm looking forward to. I'll see AJ Fury. But Wilder Usyk is the one that really piqued my interest. I don't want to see Anthony Joshua get dogged again by Usyk. We've seen that already enough time. But I don't know if it's gonna be a tournament. But it was rumors, and I don't know if it's true, that the event was worth $800 million between the four. So, I don't know. People saying, well, can Saudi Arabia save boxing? Thing about it is the fight's gonna be on 4 or 5 in the morning. 4 or 5 in the afternoon in America. So that's the problem. Like, I think to really be, rejuvenated, a lot of them fights gonna have to happen here. They gotta start making them fights here, but it's way better than not having the fights at all. But Anthony Joshua, they need the money. Not too long ago, he was complaining about the money, and they said he ain't getting nowhere near what they report from the fights in Saudi Arabia. He ain't getting nowhere near that. And you just find it funny, a bunch of Eddie Hearn fighters complain about money, leaving over money, all that. So, don't look like they really eating like we think they eat. Especially with him going over to Saudi Arabia and shit like that. So, but yeah, I'm glad it's happening at some point, and sound like Deontay Wilder really trying to do some bodily harm to him. But you gotta respect Anthony Joshua's speed and power too, because if you don't, he can get clipped. He can get clipped too, so he ain't gonna be able to just walk down AJ off the rip. But Wilder gonna keep coming. If AJ established his jab, get some body work in there, he might be alright. But I really don't see it going past 6. Both of them got conditioning issues. For different reason. Anthony Joshua got too much weight, too much muscle on him. Yeah, Anthony Joshua got too much muscle on him. And he packing on more weight. So now instead of leaning out to improve the conditioning, they just working on his pace, which he need to work on both. You know, I think he kind of like a weightlifting egomaniac. The bigger he think he is, probably the stronger he is. But I think the best option is to come in like he did versus Andrew Ruiz. Lean. He moved all night when he did that. Again, you know, add the pace in there. Deontay Wilder, that motherfucker just didn't run miles. That's all that was. He just didn't want to run. And like I said before, you know, he's some I do sprints. His strength and conditioning coach need to be fucking fired. You know what I'm saying? Sprints are for interval sports. You know what I'm saying? You know, and people say, well, you know, sprinters lift weight and they do all that. Is true. But this is short distance. In boxing, it's the long haul. So that's what you got to do. You got to run distance. And distance is hard. Whether it's on a treadmill, whether you're running on the street, whether you're running on the track, it's hard. It is hard. You know, but mentally, once you master that, I think mentally you almost can master anything. Shit. Especially if you're doing it without music. That's in the military, they make you say them chants and shit. You know, help control the breathing, and also help take your mind off the damage. You know what I'm saying? Take your mind off the damage, your mind off the fatigue. Because when you run a distance, first place you kind of start to feel like, if you really out of shape, you feel in your chest. And for me, it's the quads. And your quads start kind of like tightening up. And then once you start feeling in your chest, feeling in your chest, then that's kind of where it get even more dangerous at, because, or tougher at, because now you done lost track of your breathing. You know, but once you get a breathe, and that's the same thing with lifting weights. I watch a lot of people lift weights and they holding their breath when they're not breathing correctly. A lot of times you leaving 2 or 3 reps minimum in the gym. So you hear like Arnold, you know what I'm saying? It's about breathing and keeping that rhythm. And them 2 or 3 reps is what actually build the muscle. That's what actually make you. Them last 2 or 3 that's real hard to get, that last one that's hard to get, that's what really tear the muscle down so it can build it back up. So, but yeah, and the distance thing, it's even more on the treadmill. It's mental. You see Bud them running on the treadmill in Colorado Springs because it's cold, it's snowy outside, all that shit. So, yeah, I mean, you just mentally got to take your place, yourself somewhere else. That's what I just do. I just mentally go to a different place. And if it's some, nice looking women in the gym, I try to focus on kind of looking at the nice looking women, you know what I'm saying? In my head, if I'm like, okay, damn, this weekend I got to do this, that, and the third, or I'm about to eat this for dinner, or, you know what I'm saying, I got to budget, I might have to budget my thing, or even sometimes, man, I done burn some time off fast with just looking for a new song and shit. But, I hear some people say, well, I watch a TV show while, on the treadmill, I heard, regardless, I have to have something on. Look here, man, when I'm running, I can't focus on when I'm doing my conditioning, I can't focus on no TV show, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit hard for me. Like, I can't do that shit. I can listen, but yeah, if they're gonna turn up boxing, good in December. If you can get over there, I ain't mad at it. I see True Schools over there in Japan already, so shout out to True School Sports. Let me know what you girls and guys think, man, about it, man, and I wouldn't count Anthony Joshua out just yet, but I do got Deontay Wilder, man, winning that fight as of right now. So, but hey, all of them might have interim fights, so you never know what can happen. But I speak on Andy Ruiz and Tyson Fury at some point too. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.